Alright, so we drove over here today to Keith's house to check out the progress he's made on his 73 model regular Beetle. He's got the body and the pan all separated, doing some cleanup work and some metal work on the pan. So we talked about doing a pan replacement, but it really don't need it. So we got this battery tray from Mr. Ed last week. You can see the only damage he's got, only rust he's got is right here at the battery area. The battery tray, that's real common. So we're just going to use this. We're just going to put this battery section in and call it good. And that's all it really needs. A lot of work's went on right here. Just got the wishbone left to clean up. Get the trailing arms off. Get all that separated. Then he'll be ready to put some paint on it, start putting it all back together. Again, it's a 73 model regular Beetle. Good and straight. Looks like original pans. I believe it is. So today we're going to work on fixing this little area right here on plan A. Just a lot of, it's where I had to drill out some spot welds for that inner part of the wheel well, spare tire carrier. So I'm going to cut this out right here. Just encompass all this rust right here. Get it all cut out at one time. So what I want to do, just come right in here and try to keep this bottom radius, because that puts that helps it hold its shape. And just damaged metal, that thin metal, I got it pretty much out of the way. Now we're just going to work on kind of cleaning that up a little bit. So just wanted to show you, give you a recap. Made a patch there and welded it in, put a coat of mud on it. Still got a lot of work, a lot of metal work, a lot of Bondo to do right there. But we're headed in the right direction. It looks much better. If you remember, all that was kind of rusted out right there on the bottom. So this is what we're trying to do. We're just taking it one spot at a time. Also was able to take the sander and knock all the paint off of this. Here you see on plan A some of the pitting that we've been talking about seeing on Karman. But we'll fix it, we'll address it, treat it, skim coat it, block it off. So we've been all weekend working on plan A, and went Friday afternoon, picked up that transmission. I've been working all weekend getting it tore apart, cleaned up, evaluated. So the weekend's about to come to an end. I'm just gonna take a few minutes and kind of look over this engine and get started on the engine. I'm going to go ahead and take distributor, fuel pump, generator stand. Go ahead and take that off. We're replacing that with the alternator stand and a different oil filler. Go ahead and get that kind of stuff off and just making progress. Talking with Mr. Jim Friday afternoon. And Mr. Jim Canale, he's been doing this a long time. A lot longer than I have. He's been doing it longer than I've been alive. We were just talking about different things. And learn something new every day. And that's what he said. He said, much as I've done on Volkswagens, I still learn something new every day. Well, what I didn't know, I thought it was just a single port engine. It is. It's a single port engine. But it's also a 40 horse. This is the original engine for that car. That's very unique. Of course, I mean, it run good. It's just 40 horse engine. So we're still doing some upgrades on it, prettying it up a little bit, modernizing it. But I think I want to go and start looking for an engine.
Hey, so just wanted to update everybody where we're at on Karman's fender. This was the fender that we stripped all the way down to the metal. We did have some surface rust and some pitting. We did have a crease in this thing, but I went in. Rust-Oleum has some primer that's for metal, rusty metal. So I used some of that to seal all that surface primer. We got it all off, but I just wanted to seal it up. Came in, started doing a little body filler. As you can see, this is where we had some dents and dings, but it's really smooth. Just did a little blocking on that filler, trying to get it ready to prime. But just wanted to let you guys see, I've sealed the inside and outside of this fender. We're gonna start tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll put this in prime. We're going with a gray primer. We'll prime that. Then I'll start blocking, see if I've got any other dents in here. We had some thin metal down here, which we went back and fixed that metal. I got a little body filler here, haven't even sanded on it yet. But it's super thin. We don't want a lot of filler. We want to put it on, take it back down as thin as possible, have as least as we can on there. Got the inside of these fenders primed tonight. You know, I told you guys that I'd hit these insides, or the rusty part, with that new Rust-Oleum automotive primer for rusty metal. I went over the rust spots with that. It was just surface rust. We'd got down to new metal, like I've said probably 100 times, but just hit those rusty spots with it. But I went back in on the inside of these fenders with a 2K primer. Like I said, this ain't gonna be a show car. Karman's not gonna be a show car, but she's gonna be nice though. We're gonna paint the inside of these fenders same color as the car. We're not gonna do the rubberized undercoating on that. But you can see we got the bottom side. We got both sides of that deck lid. Got the inside of these fenders. With that 2K primer, you got to make sure you get your mixtures right, and then you want to make sure you get your air settings on your air gun right. So those 2K primers, it'll be a 3-part. You know, of course, you got your primer, then you've got a hardener and lacquer thinner. So that mix is 4, 1, and 1. Set your air pressure on your gun anywhere between 30 and 40 psi. That's pretty good. It don't spray out too much stuff. You can get a good pattern with that. But I just want to show you, I got these insides of these fenders done, got the deck lid done on both sides. They're ready to do some sanding. I'm gonna have to do a little metal work just on a spot that split on that tail on the deck lid there. But we knew that was coming. We're gonna do a little metal repair. Might have cut a little piece out, but that's where we're at on Karman's fender.